What's up, everybody? You're very welcome along to the Anfield Agenda. I'm your host, Craig. I'm sure that you've all been walking on air since the Reds' absolute destruction of Leicester City to send us far, far, far away into the distance at the top of the Premier League. Another difficult game coming up tomorrow. Wolves are never easy. And we've seen what they did to Manchester City. They've beaten them twice this season. We're always going to be in for a tough game when we play Wolves. So, look, I'm looking forward to it tomorrow. The pressure's coming off a little bit. I don't want to, I'm not saying we can relax. Of course not, but that's some gap we have at the top, isn't it? That is some gap, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you're all keeping well. I hope you enjoyed the Christmas period. Lots of games still coming up thick and fast for the Reds. Thank you so much for joining me. Loads for us to get through. Loads. But where to start? We'll go through team predictions for tomorrow. We'll go through score predictions. We'll go through some news. We've got the Minamino song as well to go through. We'll talk about that a little bit later on. How are we all feeling? What have we got? Hello, Craig. Big fan. Who do you think will win? Of course, us. Panda. Max, mate. Oh, obviously us. I'm still getting over this damn cold, ladies and gentlemen. Would you believe the last time I was downstairs in my house was when I was doing the last Watchalong? Straight back to bed after that, and then down tonight to do the preview. So I hope you're all keeping well. I know there's an awful dose going around. I hope none of you have caught it. Look, where do you want to start tonight? We go through the team predictions. We go through... It's your show. As always, ladies and gentlemen, you let me know. Who do I think will become the next manager of West Ham? Rachel, I don't mean this to sound rude. It's not my concern. I honestly don't mind. West Ham are going to keep chopping, keep changing. They're a little bit all over the place, aren't they? I mean, they can't seem to get a manager to last very long, to do well. I don't know what to say. Just leave them to it. Douglas, how are you for a super chat of the night, mate? Thank you very much. Good evening, Craig. Hope you're feeling better. I am a little bit, actually, Doug. I am, mate. But I said that the last time after the watch along, and then realised how much it took out of me, and decided that I needed to rest up for a couple of days. Trent needs a song, said Corey. I've no doubt, mate. I've no doubt about it. What a game he put in, by the way. Can we take a second just to say quite how well Trent Alexander-Arnold played against Leicester City? I mean, astounding. We're 7 wins away from winning this, said Leroy Dub 420. Shall we give Wolves a point for beating City? No, I like your style, Dave, but no, mate. I would say we need to just carry on doing what we're doing. Have you heard the Minamino song, by the way? Alright, I know how much you fuckers hate me singing, so bear with me. It's an ABBA. It's the tune of one of ABBA's song. I'm not sure which one it is, but hopefully you'll get that. Right, so here you go. It's on Twitter. I did make this song up. I'd love to take credit for it, but I haven't got a creative bone in my body. So here we go. It's Minamino. Here we go again. Why, Salzburg ever let you go? And look, it's catching on. Don't. I'm not an ABBA fan, but that's the Minamino song, so I'm sure you'll all be humming that in your heads for months and months to come. But it's quite creative already. See what I mean? This is what I said about Liverpool's fan base. Already they're putting out belters here, and that's gonna get stuck in your head. Minamino, come on, it's in your head already, isn't it? What have we got? Trent Alexander-Arnold, we have a Scouser in our team. Did you see what Trent came out and said as well, by the way? He's basically put it straight out and said, I'm not going anywhere. I want to be a club legend. I'm going to be here for as long as possible. I want to become a club legend at Liverpool, which is just absolute quality. Love Trent. So yeah, more of that please as well. I know a lot of you guys there are ABBA fans, but I'm not an ABBA fan. Don't shoot me. I'm just not an ABBA fan. Is a home or away? Tomorrow, mate, it's a home. Home against Wolves. 4:30 kickoff? Is it 4:30? I think it's a 4:30 kickoff tomorrow. We'll be live half an hour beforehand anyway. As you can see from the sub count, something's going on with YouTube. I know they're doing a massive cull or a purge, I think is the correct word. We've lost 580 subscribers so far, I believe. With this YouTube purge, so we're going to... That shows that we're just above 30k. YouTube Studio shows that we're just below 30k. So we're going to be going for a hat trick of reaching 30k. So yeah, so look, if you're enjoying the stream, you know what to do. We are the best with music, said Jono. Jono, we are, mate, but not me. I haven't got a creative bone in my body, as I said. Screwed up all those summer lies out in Spain that Trent was going anywhere. He's never going to leave. He loves the club. I've seen a little bit in the chat as well saying that... What was I going to say to you? Sorry. I've seen a little bit in the chat saying that Brendan Rodgers... Or not Brendan Rodgers. I'm distracting myself by having the TV on. I'm turning the TV off in the background. I've seen a little bit in the chat as well before the stream started to say that PSG had an interest in Jurgen Klopp. Come on, ladies and gentlemen. There's more chance of me managing Paris Saint-Germain than there is of Jurgen Klopp leaving Liverpool to manage Paris Saint-Germain. So, we can put that one to bed straight away. Connor said the YouTube channel page says 30.5, so we'll go with that one then. YouTube Studio app says 29.9. I don't know. I give up. Trying to figure out. But either way, we've lost like 580 subscribers with the latest purge. Do you know what's really funny about this? We seem to have really bad timing as a channel, because when we hit 10k, YouTube did a purge to get rid of inactive accounts, and we dropped right back down. When we hit 30k, they did it. We hit it again. They did it, and we're gonna hit it again. So there you go. In the last 86 games, we've only lost 5, said Milo. What a record that is, mate. What a record. Farrell said, let's sub everybody and make sure we get 30k all over again. Tell a friend. Yeah, do. Tell a friend. Why not? What have we got? 1-0 to United. I've seen that one, Harry. Was it Martial again with the goal? We've already made a Minamino song before he's even played a single match. He'll love life in Liverpool, said Rachel. I've no doubt, regardless of the song, which is, great of the fans to do, he will love it at Liverpool. Of course he will. Trent dominated Leicester, said Luke McCormick. Yeah, it was a wonderful performance from a wonderful player. He's just an assist machine, isn't he? And his goal was wonderful as well. What a strike from the edge of the box. As clean as you like. What do I think of the Leicester fans' behaviour on Thursday? I went through it, mate, before, and I don't want to dwell on it because I don't like to talk about negatives too much. Look, what's really funny about this, Mola, is two things, right? Firstly, we could talk about the singing of the song, Feed the Scousers, disgusting. We did that already. But I had a conversation with Boya on WhatsApp about this, and he's as flummoxed as I am. But those idiots in the flashing the sun logo towards Liverpool fans. Now, Leicester City fans hate that newspaper. They despise it. And you might know this, and I wasn't really aware of it until Boya described it to me. So after the tragedy with the owner of Leicester City and his helicopter crashing, and that is a terrible tragedy, and obviously our hearts and our best wishes and our thoughts are always with Leicester City fans regarding that subject. But apparently the Sun printed pictures from the crash, and Leicester City fans hate it. So imagine being so pathetic that you can't stand losing a football game so much that you would piss off your own fans by flashing a Sun logo just to get cheap points against Liverpool fans. And let's not even put aside the fact that we know what it means to us. We know what flashing that logo means. They know what it means as well. But their own fan base hate it. I don't know. I hope the Leicester fans find out who they are. And obviously I don't want them to do anything physical towards them. But, they need to be reminded that their own club hates that logo as well. And hates that rag of a newspaper. So yeah, fuck them. Right, anyway, let's move on to more positive stuff, ladies and gentlemen. My predicted 11 for the game against Wolves tomorrow. Now, it's always very difficult at this time of the year, and our initial instinct is always to go with the strongest possible 11. But I've made a couple of tweaks to the team. Now, the good news is that Jordan Henderson is technically available for the game. I would say don't play him. I would say leave him out, make sure he's fully recovered. And he could probably do it being rotated anyway because everybody's played a lot of game time. So what I've gone with is Alisson in goal, Trent at right back, Gomez and Van Dijk as the centre-back partnership, Andy Robertson, of course, at left-back. Then into midfield, I've gone with James Milner, Gini Wijnaldum and Naby Keita. And then up front is where I've probably made the biggest change and the one that's going to annoy or surprise a lot of you guys. I've gone for Sadio Mane, I've gone for Divock Origi instead of Mohamed Salah, and I've gone for Roberto Firmino. Now that's just because I want to freshen it up. I could have easily just taken Mane out and put Salah in. I just want to freshen up the front three, give them a bit of a rest. They've done a lot of travelling, played a lot of games. The reason I wouldn't take Firmino out is because he's in great form. Scored a couple of goals over in the Club World Cup as well. Semi-final goal in the final. Went out and scored against Leicester. The man's in flying form, so I wouldn't leave him out. Michael Fleming said Salah needs to be less greedy. Should have passed when needed. He needs to shoot from his right foot sometimes. That's more what would annoy me. I wouldn't say the greed so much, but there was one instance in that Leicester game where he was played through with a beautiful ball by Sadio Mane, and instead of keep running diagonally to his right, which would have opened him up for a shot, he tried to cut back inside, which allowed two Leicester defenders to get back on him. And then when Salah took a shot with his left foot, it was closed down, it was blocked, and I don't know if it went wide for a corner or whatever, but it went away from goal. Situations like that where I just feel just take it on your right foot, mate, and have a bang, because he showed he can score with his right foot. Scores from a really tight angle recently with his right foot. So that's the only critique I would have of that one. 2-0 to United. Honestly, they're irrelevant to us. I wouldn't worry about United. I wouldn't even pay attention to the score. I didn't even watch the game. They're so irrelevant that I just couldn't be arsed with them anymore. Yeah, fuck them. United, honestly, I couldn't be bothered with them anymore. Another bunch of feed the Scouser merchants as well, so honestly, I've got no time for them anymore. Anybody who sings that song can just do one as far as I'm concerned. My New Year's resolution, by the way, in case anybody is wondering, I'm sure you guys have some as well, and I'd love to hear them as the stream goes on. I'm going to be as unbearable as fucking humanly possible towards all those fan bases that were dickheads to us over the past season. All the VAR merchants, all the Feed the Scouser merchants, all those assholes that were just slimy and salty towards us. I am going to be fucking unbearable towards these fuckers over the next 12 months. And to those fan bases that were nice to us, that treated us fairly, I'm going to be fucking unbearable to you as well. Sorry, it just got to do it. You know what I mean? It's been 30 years. So yeah, so brace yourselves, because if you don't like me now, and I know there's a lot of you fuckers out there that think I'm a bald twat, you're going to really hate the 2020 version of Craig that's coming up. What have we got? Who cares? We're 20 points more ahead of them. Exactly, Harry. I put this up before the Manchester United game kicked off on Twitter. As that game was kicking off, we had the same amount of points as Manchester United and Arsenal combined. Yes, combined. So yeah, they're not really our problem anymore. In fact, nobody's really our problem, because we're just flying at the minute. Seeing Gary Lineker tweeting out as well to say that congratulations to Liverpool on winning the first Premier League title. I know there are people out there who, probably rightly as well, don't want to let themselves believe just yet until it's mathematically possible, and I will never belittle anybody for having that thought process. But just don't rain on the rest of our parades. For those of us that want to celebrate a little bit earlier, you're fully entitled to do whatever you want to do. But for me, I'm dancing. I'm not going to lie. The last few days since that Leicester game, I'm going around giving it the big, and when I leave the bed, which isn't very often because I've been pretty Moby Dick for the last few days. When's the Champions League draw? It's already taken place, mate. We're playing Atletico Madrid, second leg at Anfield. Come on, keep up, Adam. 20 points ahead with 2 games in hand over Manure, said Stephen Booker. LFC have made the Premier League a one-team league like France, said Samuel. I like that. Anyway, look, let's circle back around to the starting 11. What are your thoughts, ladies and gentlemen? What 11 would you like to see the Reds go with against Wolves tomorrow at Anfield? And please keep the thoughts coming. I know people are going to go, what? No Salah, dickhead? No Salah? I'm just resting. Relax. I love Salah. Feels like ages since we used our black kit. Is it just me? Said Big Man Steve. I don't know, mate. I haven't really been keeping track. Yeah, I've been keeping track of what we've been wearing. Peter Van der Shan says, listening to City fans, this year is the worst league standard. How has it changed in the season? Look, I have been told about a hashtag that Manchester City fans are trying to start, and it was my good friend Farisle that told me this. They're trying to start a hashtag saying tainted title. That's how salty these pathetic fuckers are, trying to say tainted title. Now, of course, I'm not lumping in all Manchester City fans into that. No, there's some very, very decent Manchester City fans out there. We've got a couple of them that pop into the channel every now and again as well. And there's a gentleman called Dom that runs a Manchester City fan account as well. He's a really nice guy. But there are a lot of salty fuckers out there. And here's what really annoys me about this, ladies and gents. When Manchester City went on that 14-game unbeaten run, in fact 14-game winning run last season to pip Liverpool to the title by 1 point, what did I do? And what did many Liverpool channels do? We came on here, we congratulated Manchester City on their achievements, on putting a run of 14 wins together, and said, well done, the better team won the title this season, congratulations to you, we'll be back next season. But no, it seems like a lot of Manchester City fans just won't give us that same courtesy, but yet we're supposed to be the ones that are fucking unbearable. Come on, ladies and gentlemen. We know we're a classy bunch. We know we have our moments as well. We're going to have a bit of banter, but all in all, it's ridiculous. Must buy Traore and loan him to anyone playing City, said Rabadan. Thank you for the super chat, mate. Yeah, he was belter, wasn't he? What a performance he put in. Farrell said, congratulated them exactly, because it's the right thing to do. They won the title fair and square. I'm like, there's always going to be decisions throughout a season and every game for both teams where we're all arguing about them. That's just natural. That's football. But when the league's over and they won the league title, we came on and we congratulated them, and rightly so. I would expect the same. But look, we'll wait and see what happens. I love Naby, such a good signing, said Magnus. Good. And I'm glad to see that Naby Keita is starting to get the love from Liverpool fans that some weren't giving him for a while. And look, I understood that he hadn't hit the ground running, but I always believed in him. Go back, watch previous streams. I've always said it. Naby Keita is going to be a success at this club. Dave Smith said, we gave City props, but they're just jealous. Here's the truth. Here is the goddamn blunt truth. There are some really die-hard Manchester City fans out there who have been supporting the club for a very long time. When they were down a couple of divisions down, they were filling Main Road. There were some brilliant Manchester City fans. But let's not hide away or shy away from this here, ladies and gentlemen. I would gather there's probably 60% of the Manchester City fan base that we see in social media didn't fucking hear of Manchester City 10 years ago. And these are the ones that are most vocal, and these are the ones that are being mouthy, gobby little twats and just being spoiled little bitches. There are some really decent Manchester City fans, like there are in all fan bases, but unfortunately, you know, those with the least to say seem to say speak the loudest, or whatever that fucking phrase is. I can't remember it. Too sick. Come on, you Reds. What do we got? What to do? Who do you think's going to win? Sheffield United or Manchester City? Probably City, but you know, I expect them to beat Wolves as well. A kid against Wolves will be with the World Club badge on it. Has that been confirmed, Warren? I know that was supposed to be the case. I don't know if FIFA have technically presented us the World Club Cup badge or the Club World Cup badge yet. I suppose we'll find out tomorrow, won't we? City need Laporte, but they're salty. Look, let's be honest about this. City had injuries, of course they did. No one's going to deny that. Leroy Sané, Laporte. They lost company as well, who went on to pastures new. But it's not like we haven't had injuries. We played a good chunk of the start of the season with our backup goalkeeper. Fabinho has been out. Matip has been out. Kleiny's out. Lovren's out. Lallana was out. Keita was out. I'm sure I'm missing people here as well. I can't remember what other injuries we've had, but we've had our fair share of injuries, so they can't use the injury excuse. Sorry, it doesn't wash, especially when you invented the £50 million fullback and then bought 4 of them, by the way. Not just 1, not just 2, not just 3, 4 of the fuckers, I believe. Yeah, they invented the £50 million fullback. Oxlade-Chamberlain as well, Michael. Yeah, I mean, I'm probably even forgetting more at that. But they'll probably try and say, 1, VAR won us the league. Nah, no, it didn't. Fuck you. They'll try and say that we had no injuries. We did, sorry. We will win the league because we are the best team in the league if we go on to do it. Simple as that. Anyway, score predictions for tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen. I've gone for 3-1 to the Reds. I had flirted with 2-0, but I thought, why not go with 3-1? I think there's going to be a few goals in the game tomorrow, so... Craig, it got confirmed that we're wearing the badge on Sunday. Nice one. Thank you. As I said, I've been in bed. Haven't seen a lot of stuff, but that's great news. Really looking forward to seeing it. It'll have a nice little intimidation factor, and do you know what? The guys will be G'd up wearing that badge as well. They don't want to win that game. Well, they want to win every game, of course, but wearing that badge tomorrow at Anfield, they will be full of pride, and rightly so, and I'm looking forward to seeing it. It's going to look schmexy. Yes, I did just say schmexy, by the way, but that's an inside joke with me and Connor. Who do I think our best player has been this season so far? Asked Reese Owen. How are you, Reese, by the way? Lovely to see you, buddy. I would say probably... I would have said Fabinho up until he got injured, but Sadio Mane would probably be my answer, Reese. I think he's had a very good season for us. 3-0 to Liverpool, 3-1 to Liverpool, said ST Boy. Cameron said he'd like a clean sheet. Do you really think Mane will start? Yeah, why wouldn't he start? I don't understand why he wouldn't start. Of course, as I said earlier on, if he rests Mane and plays Salah, I'm sound with that as well. I'd just like to see one of our front 3 get a rest. Stephen Soares gone 3-0 to Liverpool. Brian Morrissey's gone 3-2. Funny, Brian, I'm sure... I think you've got the same thought process as Charlie Nicholas on Sky. I'm sure I'd seen him go with that scoreline as well. Yeah, I usually associate Wolves games with quite low scoring scores. Now, obviously, the game against Manchester City was pretty high scoring, 3-2. But yeah, usually when I think of playing Wolves, I think of low scores, 1-0, 2-0, stuff like that. Random Luke, how are you, mate? Welcome in. Gravity Lay said we might see Shaqiri tomorrow. Every chance, mate. Yeah, every chance that could happen as well. Craig, have you noticed Trent and Robbo playing one position? Klopp looks at opponents' weaknesses and plays both of them. on that side for the first goal against Leicester. Sometimes, specifically for counter-attack and reactor sincere, mate, the fullbacks can swap over at times when we're counter-attacking, so that can sometimes be why they're on opposite sides or end up both on the same side as well. Well done for winning the league from a Chelsea fan, said Manuel. It's not quite there yet, mate, but champions elect is the phrase I suppose I can use with a good conscience. Fuck it, now we're going to win it. We're winning it. I don't care anymore. We're winning it and I'm not even going to apologise for it. I think Firmino header, said Callum. Wolves is a tough game, said Peter. It is, Peter. It's always a difficult game playing Wolves. Let's not forget that they've only had a 45-hour turnaround from their last game, whereas we've had more time off, so we're a little bit lucky in this sense. I know we did travel over to Qatar for the Club World Cup as well, but yeah, it's a very short turnaround for Wolves. I think we'll destroy Wolves. Henderson 2 goals, Mane 2 goals, said Bassett 12. I'm a Wolves fan and I would definitely take a loss by 1 goal, said Ben. Welcome in, Ben. Great to have you with us, mate. You must be absolutely delighted, buddy, with how things are going for Wolves this season. Very good team, very well structured, great manager in there, some fantastic players. And yeah, you're going to make a push all the way for the European places this season, Ben. John Hamilton's gone for 3-0 and another shackles off performance from the Reds. I want to say I got a couple of messages, but I got a message from Lee Chappie, who is, if you don't know who Lee Chappie is, he's a Leicester City fan. He's also the Jamie Vardy lookalike. He sent me a lovely video message the other day. He was doing his rounds, actually. He's a postman. He was doing his rounds and he took time out to send me a little video message to say that he was blown away by how good Liverpool were against Leicester and that we were by far the best team he's seen at the King Power. And look, congratulations and fair play. It was a lovely thing of him to send over. And Boyd as well got in touch to say well done. It was a great performance from Liverpool. And they're the classy Leicester fans that I know. They're the Leicester fans that I interact with all the time. Blue Van Man as well, I don't know, but he's another really good Leicester City fan. So don't judge them all by the actions of those gobshites that we were talking about earlier on. Brian said it's Christmas, you always get mad games. It's true, very true, mate. Pochettino to West Ham. Would he really take that job though, James? I think Pochettino is a few levels above going to West Ham. Although I would have probably thought Carlo Ancelotti was a few levels above going to Everton, so I suppose never rule anything out in football. Robbo's going to score the 4th goal tomorrow, reckons Jay Beckford. Do you think we'll win the Champions League, asked Ben? I don't think anybody can ever safely predict that they'll win the Champions League, Ben. It's a very difficult competition. What I will say is it's going to take one hell of a team to beat us over 2 legs, and whoever does, if they do, then fair play to them. City being favourites for the Champions League is stupid, said Samuel. They'll make them fucking favourites for everything, mate. For everything. They just love making City favourites. Let them. They have to go and win it. That's all that's important. If they don't win it, being favourites isn't worth the wank. Craig, I think we only need 11 more wins out of 20 games, said Michael McMahon. Somebody sent me something the other day to say that if Liverpool and Manchester City kept up the current points per game rate, that Liverpool would have the title wrapped up by the end of March. But look, that's all ifs, ands and buts, isn't it? We need to wait and see. Poch to Juve, said Samuel. Maybe, don't forget Bayern Munich will want the manager at the end of the season as well. Who'll win the Old Firm? I don't know, and I don't really pay much attention to Scottish football, buddy, so best of luck to whoever does win it. That's the last game, I think, in Scotland, isn't it, before the international break, before the winter break. Do I hate Barcelona fans? I don't really hate anybody, Emmanuel. I'm not the type of person that really hates people. The Messi fanboys can be a little bit over the top at times, but like as somebody who likes Barcelona as a club myself, I don't really hate them now. Especially after we battered them last season at Anfield to go out and then went on and won the Champions League. Do you think Gomez is back to his world-class best, said Ibrahim? He's been playing really well. I mean, the Club World Cup final, he put in a magnificent performance and he carried that on into the Leicester game as well. Did Alan ever play for us? No, not in a competitive game, Michael. He never got a work permit. So he played from friendlies, I believe, but he never played in a competitive game for Liverpool. Did you see Nat Phillips was recalled from his loan? Yes, I talked about this on the last stream, mate. He has been recalled from his loan spell at Stuttgart, for those of you that don't know. Nat Phillips, Liverpool player, obviously centre-back, gone over to Stuttgart on loan. Correct me if I'm wrong on this. I think, is Stuttgart the city he was born in? I think Nat Phillips was born in Stuttgart, if my memory's correct. But yeah, Liverpool have recalled Nat Phillips from his loan spell at Stuttgart, and he should be available from the FA Cup game against Everton onwards. There's a few things floating around to say maybe he'll go back at the end of January. Liverpool just need him until Matip and Lovren are back. And on that, ladies and gentlemen, I do have a little bit of an injury update on the players. Klopp was speaking about this. Let me just grab my notes here. So Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain has started his rehab after that ankle ligament injury, but Fabinho, Lovren and Joel Matip are all expected to start back training in some form within the next 3 weeks, and Klopp hopes to have them all fully recovered and back available in February, which again is good news. Scotty said, when will Minamino start? I've no idea. He's available from the Everton game onwards, but I don't know when he'll start, mate. Random Luke said Phillips was born in Stuttgart. Wow, I actually remembered something for once. That's nuts. Usually I get these things wrong. Jesse Lingard has finished the year without scoring or assisting a single goal in the Premier League, because I'm sure he scored in the League Cup for United recently, but in the Premier League I think that is. Jesse Lingard's dog shit anyway as a footballer, so yeah. Do you think we'll see Minamino against Everton? I don't know, mate. I don't know, because you can never second guess Jurgen Klopp. Sometimes you won't see a player for a few months as Klopp gets them up to speed with the team. So I don't know. I hope so. Obviously, I want to see him as soon as possible. What's your opinion on João Felix? Do you think he's a threat to Liverpool's backline? He's a wonderful footballer. Still developing, obviously, very young. Gone over there to Atletico Madrid for a huge price tag. He's alright. Yeah, he'll do well. I think it's going to be a real attritional game against Atletico Madrid over 2 legs. Simeone will have them fired up. They don't give away many goals, and they're solid, they're compact. They sometimes have problems scoring, but yeah, all in all, I think it's going to be a really interesting 2 games against Atletico Madrid. Second leg being at Anfield could well prove to be pivotal. Excuse me. Best in the world is Bobby Firmino. No argument for me. Love the guy. Everton home or away? A home. How do I think Minamino will handle the team? I think he'll be brilliant, mate. I think he is an absolute steal at that bio clause of 7.25 million, which is great. Yeah, it's brilliant. It's just another great piece of business from the football club. CJB broken, excuse me, said I'm a Wolves fan. I think you should give our players a big round of applause tomorrow. 6 points taken from City, mate. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, they deserve it, definitely. Beat them twice this season. That is in itself a very good achievement, mate. And it's good times ahead for your football club. It looks like a club that has the will and the desire to succeed, mate, and are backing their manager. So look, I wish you well with the rest of the season after tomorrow. Why Origi and not Salah? Just the rest, mate, that's all. Just the rest. It's nothing to do with not liking Salah. You could easily have taken out Mane and put in Origi. It's just about rotating the players and giving them some time to rest and recuperate after a busy period. That's all. Am I the only one who wouldn't want Mbappe in the team? Well, I would. I'm not gonna lie. Oksana. Kylian Mbappe is a wonderful footballer. I have a friend who's a Barca fan, and he said the comeback was very lucky. I have an opinion about that, and my opinion is that he's a salty fuck. Sols. Mane will get rested, said Callum. Fair enough, no problem with that, as I said earlier on. I don't mind if one of them gets a rest, it's great. We need to freshen up. Ibrahim, what do you think of Guardiola saying Liverpool have been so lucky in the position they are? I don't know if he said that, Ibrahim. I also don't give a fuck what Guardiola has to say. Honestly, he's more important things he needs to be worrying about right now, like catching Leicester City in second place. How am I today, said Kate. I'm okay, thank you. I still have a cold, but I think I've sweat most of it out of me. Sing us a Christmas song. You honestly don't want that, Gunji. You missed my little Mamma Mia rendition for the Minamino song earlier on. For those of you that are coming in late and haven't heard, Liverpool fans are going to nail it already. They've put a Minamino song out there. If you search on Twitter, you'll see the original of it. I'm not taking any credit for this. Haven't got a creative bone in my body, but it's to the tune of Mamma Mia. So it's Minamino, here we go again. Wah wah, Salzburg, I will let you go. Now go on, get the Christmas hat on, give it a little boogie. Declan said, I want Adama Traore. Yeah, he's apart from being a beast, he's a big lad, isn't he? And some pace to burn as well. And it's still young, so yeah, Adama Traore is looking like a fantastic footballer. I can't wait to see Genie, Meanie, Mane, Mo in the starting lineup, said Mark Mose. Sometimes I mess that up when I say that, mate, but yeah, there you go. We've got it all, nursery rhymes and everything now. Craig, what would I ask Klopp if I only had the chance? I had plenty of chances to ask Klopp a question, mate. I've been in press conferences where he's been there and I just hadn't had the bottle to ask him a question. What would I ask him? Probably, can I have a hug, Mr. Klopp? Is probably what I'd ask him. Alexander Arnold is so young, but he's had so much potential. I can't wait to see him grow and play. He's only 21 years of age. How scary is that? John Hamilton said, Mbappe ain't coming to Liverpool. Klopp won't spend that kind of money on another player unless it's a seriously required addition like VVD and Alisson. I don't think he's coming either, John, but you know, it's fun to play the game, isn't it? Connor, how are you, mate? Cobb Council, hope you had a lovely Christmas, buddy. A Genie, Meanie, Mane, Mo t-shirt. Oh, mate, we're not even talking about fucking t-shirts, mate. You get into the t-shirt business and everybody accuses everybody of robbing all their ideas. Even though 90% of the t-shirts are all robbed of, whether it be Burger King or whether it be, you know, some other company. Everybody robs everything. So, yeah, I stay well clear of that. Alex says he thinks we'll get a clean sheet. Hope so. McSniper, how are you, buddy? I'm doing pretty well, thank you for asking. Klopp will take Leeds United and bring them to the Premier League. I'm sure he would. I mean, Bielsa's getting close to doing it. The rematch between Fury and Wilder's official. Yes, I'd seen that, Darren, May, February in Las Vegas, which is, yeah, interesting. And also Fury said if he won, he would fight AJ, which, yeah, is good to hear as well. Kai Havertz, Liverpool, yes or no for me? In which way, AJ? Do I think it will happen? Probably not. Would I like to see him at Liverpool? Yeah, he's a great footballer. Why not? We have to pray for Andy Roberts and VVD because Adama's a rugby player. He's not a rugby player. He's a footballer. He's a very good footballer. But yeah, there's no doubt the man is stacked. Like, he's a big fella. Did you see the West Ham games being played on the 29th of January? Yes, big man Steve. Thank you for that, mate. Oh look, Alex Gomez straight in with the little super sticker. I love that little dude. He always makes me smile. Thank you for that, Alex, mate. I'd like to see Fury versus AJ, said Cameron. So would I. I think Fury wins as well. I think Fury beats them all. I think Fury is the best heavyweight out there currently. Who would you rather have, Havertz or Sancho? Probably Sancho. Yeah, but they're both wonderful footballers. Yes, we have got the badge, Joanne, for tomorrow's kit. It is being worn. I've been told by somebody earlier on that it was confirmed. Any player I want from Wolves? Wouldn't mind Ruben Neves. She's a tidy little footballer. I tell you what, with that Wolves team, what I love so much is the work rate and the effort. Thiago Jota, Jimenez, they all work their asses off. Moutinho even. You got to give it to them. They grind it out and they don't give up. And I have a lot of respect for that Wolves team. Who do I think we'll get for next season and what positions? I don't have a clue, buddy. It's getting difficult because we're such a good squad. I think we'll bring in a backup left back. Although Klopp was already talking about the fact that we have, you know, Neco Williams there at right back as a good option to come through and challenge Trent. I still think we do need a backup left back, if I'm being honest. And as I said before, we were linked to that young lad from Coventry. I can't think of his name. I think he's a 19-year-old. Yeah, so other than that, I don't know, buddy. Minamino was a belter of a signing, a great piece of business, and it was one of those, as soon as I heard it, I just went, yeah, that makes sense. Who would I sell in January? I don't think we'll be selling anybody, mate. Maybe a couple of youngsters out on loan. End of the season, Lallana probably move on. Shaqiri probably move on. Other than that, I don't know. A few fringe players, perhaps. When is Minamino playing? He'll be available to play from the FA Cup game against Everton, mate. What could the shaking of the head by Salah mean? Again, I don't know what you're talking about, mate. Maybe it was... I don't know what... I genuinely don't know what you're talking about, as in which exact circumstance. So I can't really answer because it'd be just making something up, and I don't want to tell lies. I tell enough lies to the missus at home, do you know what I mean? Yep, Celtic did get rid of Robertson because he was too lightweight, mate. Yeah, there's actually a post from Andy Robertson from a few years back. I think he was looking for work or something like that. Yeah, it just goes to show never give up. Never ever give up. When Salah got subbed off, maybe he was just disappointed. Maybe he was disappointed with himself that he hadn't scored in the game. I wouldn't look too much into it. I'd be more pissed off if a player wasn't disappointed at coming off the pitch. Do you know what I mean? They should always be disappointed at being substituted. Is the golden badge available in the LFC store online? It wasn't the last time I checked, Sarabia, but I'm sure it will be at some point. They won't miss an opportunity. New Balance won't miss an opportunity to flog some more kits before the contract's up at the end of the season. Sancho linking up with Trent in the future would be amazing. Salah got subbed off at 1-0. Game ended 4-0. I'm sure he's over it. Yeah, exactly. I wouldn't worry about it at all. Right, what else have we got? Oh, for those of you that don't know, Anthony Taylor is the referee for the game against Wolves tomorrow. Just we've got to put that one out there as well, just because I know people ask that kind of thing. Right, ladies and gentlemen, there's a few minutes left on tonight's stream. Make sure, if you haven't subscribed yet, hit that button, turn on notifications, give us a thumbs up, keep your comments coming. Tomorrow we will, of course, be doing a watch-along of the Wolves game. We'll be starting 30 minutes before kick-off. Well, between 20 and 30 minutes before kick-off. So, look, I hope I see you all there for that as well. But look, we'll do a few more minutes before we finish up. Craig, what would you do if Liverpool playing Real Madrid and you were a fan the first row and Ramos elbowed Firmino? I would do nothing. I would probably shout abuse at him, but I wouldn't throw anything at him or wouldn't, leave my seat because I'm a fan. I'm there to enjoy the game. He's fair game for me giving some abuse, obviously in a banterful kind of way. I wouldn't be abusing him for, fucking his nationality or anything like that. I'd just tell him he's a prick, probably. Want the left back. I'm not even going to try and pronounce that name, mate. Christ. Yeah, I'm not even going to try and pronounce that one, Danian. Sorry. As long as the ref ain't Martin Atkinson, we'll be okay. Yeah, it's I think, isn't Anthony Taylor Withamshaw's finest? Isn't he from Greater Manchester? Not that makes any difference. I'm just generally trying to see if I'm right or not. What do I think of Adam Lewis? He seems to have fallen away a little bit, mate. He was the great hope to come through and challenge Andy Robertson. Then in the summer, Larouci broke through in pre-season and put in some impressive performances. I guess we'll just have to wait and see what happens with Adam Lewis, but I know he's very highly thought of at the club. Well, I say I know that. I've read that. I don't know anybody inside the club to give me that type of knowledge, but I've read that anyway. Do I think we should sign Adams? Adams? I'm sorry, man. I'm not sure. Oh, Adama, as in Traore. No. He's a good player. Leave him be at Wolves. I'm sure Wolves wouldn't want to let him go anyway. Did Nat Phillips get a loan back to Liverpool? Yes, he's coming back to Liverpool, mate. Liverpool are going to recall him. I think he'll be available again, like Minamino from the Everton game on January 5th or 6th. You think Son will leave Spurs? I'd love him at Liverpool, Dara. I've said it before. He's a player I think would just slot into our system. But after signing Minamino, do we need him? I don't know. Do I think Minamino, a player, will be a backup? I don't know is the honest answer. But again, you can never have too many good midfielders, mate. And with the amount of games we play in a season, nobody should be really guaranteed a starting berth outside of the goalkeeper, maybe Virgil van Dijk. You want to see players rotated, so you want to see, everybody will get 30 plus games, I would imagine. So either way, it's all good. Right, what else we got? Done the Nat Phillips thing. Just checking through my notes. Again, look, ladies and gentlemen, any score predictions dropping for tomorrow, please do bang them in the chat. Nobody said Nat. Matt, I said Nat. LFC Red forever. If you're talking about me, mate, I'm saying Nat Phillips, not Matt. Nat, as in short for Nathaniel, as he's known as at the club. Nat Phillips. Let's be honest, Hazard would walk into your team. Hazard's a cunt, so he can walk right back out of the fucking team. I hate him. What else have we got? Naby looking like the player we were hoping for. So Stephen Sora, yeah, he's looking brilliant. Clean sheet again, please, said Joanne. Derek's going for a 3-1 win. FJGB's going for a 2-1 win. It's probably LFC Red, mate. It's probably because I have a cold. It probably just sounds like I'm saying Matt. It's probably just a cold. Or my Irish accent. One or the other, buddy. It's all good, though. Don't worry about it. What have we got? Keane saying 2-0 to the Reds. Bobby and Sadio to score. 3-0 for Yassar. 2-0 for Asia. I hate Hazard and Neymar said 1 million subscribers without any videos. Or 1,000 subscribers without any videos. Excuse me. Yeah, same as me. I don't like either of those players, mate. Hazard could barely fit through the door. He does like an El Hamburger, I'm told. Although, look, who am I to critique anybody for what they eat? You know what I mean? How do I think Minamino will play? Very well. I mean, he can play wide. He can play as an attacking midfielder. He can play wide in the front three. He'll be brilliant. Look, at that money as well, it's a no-brainer. Do you think Wolves might have a chance to beat Liverpool? They're a very, very good team. Yes. They might be a bit fatigued. As I said, they'll only have 45 hours or something between games. But, of course, they beat Manchester City twice. They're not to be taken lightly. They're a very good team. Cameron's gone 2-0. Addison's gone 4-2. Bassett's gone 5-0. TR Gaming 4-0. Lukoki, is that how you pronounce it, mate? I hope I got that right. It's gone 3-1 to the Reds. News on Henderson, he's available, Joanne. Klopp has said that he's fine, he's available. So that's good news. What have we got? Alfie's gone 3-0 to Liverpool with a Mane brace. Ibrahim, say Craig, if I got racially abused on the chat. Where, Ibrahim? Where did you get racially? I want to know, mate, so I can find it and get rid of the person if they did. Just let us know who it was, mate, and we'll do our best to look after it. And if that did happen to you, mate, it shouldn't. You know we love you, buddy, and we don't stand for any of that shite on the channel. So we'll track it down, mate, and we'll make sure the person is banned if that was the case. And I'm sorry if that happened to you, my friend. We are a welcoming bunch on here, and we love everybody, and we treat everybody equally. So if that was the case, mate, we'll sort it out. We'll get rid of the fucker that did it. And again, I'm sorry if that happened to you. Craig, I'm with you. 3-1's a fair score. And what else we got? Lewis 7 wingers gone 2-1 to the Reds. 16 sniper. Okay, there you go. John Hamilton's taken care of that already. I want to go back and see this though. I'm going to go back and find this comment. Hang on. Let me just scroll back because I want to find out what this was just for my own. I'm not going to read it out, obviously. I just want to find out what it was for my own sense of ease. 1 second. Oh my god, you horrible little fucker. Again, McSniper, mate. Give your head a wobble. You're a fucking disgrace, mate. I'm sure your parents didn't bring you up to act like that. Fuck's sake. Ibrahim, I'm sorry, mate. You know we love you on here. You know we treat everybody equally. And I can't apologise enough for that gobshite. That's what he is, a fucking gobshite. Don't ever use language like that towards somebody in your life, mate. Ibrahim, we love you, pal. Alright, Ibrahim, there's no need to use the same language in the chat, mate. I'm going to have to remove that comment. I'm not removing you, mate. Just the comment. You can stay put. I'm just going to remove that comment, mate. Because, yeah, I just don't want to see the comment. I don't want to see that word in the chat. But you're not banned. And you put it in again. Fuck. Relax, buddy. Relax. Anyway, here we go. Let's finish it off on a happy note anyway. He's banned. Don't worry, bro. He's banned. Gone. What have we got? Big game for informed top 6. 4-1 for the Reds and Paul Ward. 2-0 for Firmino Brace and Big Man Steve. Thomas Cowan's gone 4-1 to Liverpool. When am I on next? Tomorrow, Peter, for the game, mate. Tomorrow. Be live 30 minutes before kick-off. 30 to 20 minutes before kick-off. He's just created another account. He'll be banned in 2 seconds, mate, so don't worry about it. If he did start another account, he'll be banned. Nothing else I can do, mate. Sorry. I mean, I can report the tweet, obviously, which I'm sure we'll go back and do. I'll make sure to check that. We'll report that. So don't worry about it, mate. We'll look after you on here. We look after our subscribers because we understand this is a place that people come to relax, enjoy themselves, chat with other Reds, and we don't stand for any type of racial abuse, homophobic abuse, xenophobia, anything like that, mate. We tolerate and love everybody that we on here. So fuck him, basically. You know we love you, pal. Liam, there he is. Every time somebody puts that in, I'm going to do that little super sticker thing because I just love that little dude. He'll get banned again. Exactly. Right, look, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to do a legger. I will chat to you guys tomorrow for the game. If you're watching this on playback later on, make sure you hit that subscribe button if you enjoyed the stream. Give us a thumbs up, turn the notifications on, and look, I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your evening. I'm going to watch the last game of darts for the night and just chill with the family, who I haven't really seen much of because I've been in bed sick. But look, ladies and gentlemen, thank you as always for your time. I will chat to you guys tomorrow for the game. Fingers crossed, it's another 3 points for the Red, but it's never going to be an easy game against Wolves because they're a damn good side. Take care, guys. I will chat to you tomorrow. Up the motherfucking Reds.